This is a big family reunion is really what conventions are. It's a chance to talk about substantive policy. It's a chance for the leader to communicate his vision to the party membership and to the country as this is being broadcast around Canada. And so there's a lot of in-depth policy discussions. There's a lot of personal interaction between the members. I mean, some of the best memories I have of conventions over the years was just running into old friends and making new friends in the halls. Ton of young people here. There's roughly 3,000 participants, and this is the first time it's been in Quebec City for some time. Last one was in Halifax, in my home province, back in 2015.
Very nice. And could you tell us what your thoughts are on how the Ministry of Defense is doing right now and what you think they should be doing differently?
Yeah, Shubi, I lament for what's been happening to our military, and I say to our military because it feels and seems to me that they're being neglected, both in budget, in priority, in respect, frankly. And I do give great credit to Anita Anand for what she was trying to do. In fact, I think, she was advocating for them in ways that her boss, Mr. Trudeau, perhaps didn't agree with. And so she's been moved. We have a new minister. We have to be fair and give them some time. But it sets back the progress that I hope was underway. We have issues in terms of protection and the vulnerability of our Arctic with opening waters there, the need to modernize surveillance equipment, satellite connectivity with ground-based surveillance. We obviously are in the midst of a big rebuild of our Navy. We have a long way to go in terms of having the number of ships for the amount of coastline that we have in this country. So the projects have gone slow, and they've been partisan, unfortunately. The Liberal government, the incoming government in 2015 said they would never buy the F-35. Yeah. Well, lo and behold, here we are 8 years later. We still don't have the plane, but they've committed to it. They've seen that this is the right aircraft for the Canadian Forces because we need interoperability with our allies. So there's a lot of room for improvement. Recruitment is down. Retention is a problem. We have special forces needs. We have a lot of personal issues around the military and where they live and how they work and how they train. And it's been thrown off track, unfortunately, by a government that doesn't seem to prioritize the Canadian Armed Forces and their families and veterans.
Okay. And thank you so much for that. Also, if you were in Pierre's place, right? Say, for example, he becomes the Prime Minister of Canada. What do you think his first priority should be? What should he tackle first?
Well, there's a number of issues that are related to the economy, obviously. Mm-hmm. High interest rates. He's talked about cutting the taxes, which I think is a good start.
Okay.
And we're struggling. We're becoming less productive, less competitive. We don't have enough manufacturing in a country of our size. We should be producing liquefied natural gas for our own citizens and for others. Mm-hmm. Canada produces food and energy, and we are a great country, but we're not living up to our potential. Mm-hmm. And so Pierre's focus is on the economy, and it's getting sort of the country reoriented and back on track. That's a big job.
It is.
It's coming after 8 years of, I think, what have been harmful policies for Canada. But Pierre has it in him, and he's certainly somebody who has been consistent. And I think he will make those tough decisions, and he will work very hard. He's matured a great deal, I think, over his time in Parliament and now as leader. And people are behind him. They're with him.
Perfect. And finally, for the millions of South Asians across Canada, any specific message from your side?
Well, look, we're a big, open, inclusive party. They call us the Big Blue Tent. Mm-hmm. I think South Asians, Southeast Asians are feeling very at home, and they're getting a bit of love now that maybe was missing from the Conservative Party. Mm-hmm. And we need everybody. And Southeast Asia is such an important part of the world. I'm hopeful that as a government, a Conservative government, we can do more business in that part of the world. We can improve the efficiency of our immigration system. We can have educational exchanges. We can do more, in my view. And unfortunately, that is a relationship that has soured somewhat under this current government.
Okay, perfect. Again, Peter, thank you so much for the time you've given us today. And we'd love to have you again on our platform.
My pleasure, Shruti. All the best to you and YTV.
Thank you. Thank you so much.